Hello, everybody. How are you? If you guys don't see that little red live, that means you're on the replay. And if you don't mind, put hashtag replay in the comments. Today, we're going to make a fun little patriotic project. I had to see where I'm stepping. And if you don't know who I am, my name's Tarina with Create with Tree. That's me. And you are here on my page. We just came out with these amazing um, transfer stencils, whatever you want to call them. They're reusable stencils for the 4th of July holidays, summer holidays. And this one is called Patriotic Banners. I already knew what I wanted to do with this. I honestly, you could pick any one of these and be great with it. But I'm going to do a little bit of a rustic one, and I'm going to use the stars and stripes right here with the stars right here. And I've grabbed a ton of my fabric pieces. We're gonna tear some fabric today. It's gonna be a great time. But if you're here, make sure you say hello. Today's word of the day is stars. So if you want to put that, drop that in the comments as well. Um, and I would appreciate that. Also, if you're here, make sure you share because sharing is caring. All right, you guys, I am going to flip you guys around real fast. Here I am. That way you could see me. I've been doing lives for a really long time, and I don't know how people feel about it anymore. But I remember when I first started doing lives, like eight and a half years ago or something. Because of what I do, I make projects. I used to show my face. I used to, be head on to me, and people start complaining. We want to see what you're making. We want to see your hands. We want to see what you're doing. And so I started showing just my hands. Hi, Miss Linda. How are you, my friend? And I've seen a trend now where people are like face on. And so it's a different camera setup, which is not a big deal, but still I've got to set up my camera differently. And I wanted to get your guys' opinion. Do you like the hands-on? Do you like this, face down, or would you rather be face on? Because I would change. I would change for you guys. All right, I'm gonna grab a paintbrush. We're gonna do so. This is one of our simple shapes. I don't even know if these are available anymore. I have some of these in my uh, stock. If you guys, it's part of the. If you guys put stars in the comments, I could get that. Um, I could get you guys this surface if you don't have it. But honestly, any little surface. This is about 12 inches long by about 6 inches wide. So honestly, and it's a thin piece of wood. You could probably get these at the different stores. I grabbed black velvet and espresso because we're going to kind of zhuzh it up. Okay. All right. Let me open this up. And then I'm going to grab my water. I have some distilled water that I'm going to spray in my chalk paste because we're going to do some crackling. And I just want to hit this because when it crackles, I think I needed something underneath this. I don't want to get I just cleaned off my desk. I don't want to make it too messy. All right. Set that to the side. Put that on my tray. It fell off. Hello, Miss Penny. How are you? Okay, I'm gonna grab my other paintbrush and then just kind of fill in. And I'm okay if I even blend. Just be careful. I don't want to get any black in my espresso. So I'm just being careful. And if you guys don't mind, if you could just share this out, because the more people that see, the better. I'm really trying to. Facebook is very challenging lately. I go live almost every single solitary day. I post 6 times a day, and for whatever reason, Facebook says I don't. So I'm kind of hassling with them right now, and I don't. So as much as you guys can share, the better. Thank you, Penny. I appreciate that. Somebody suggested that I start a new page, and I'm trying to avoid that because I've really tried to build my page to where it is today. But other people say, it's better if you start over, especially with an older page. I don't know if I feel that way. I'm going to turn on my heat tool here. So I'm going to use our Dixie Belle Crackle Medium. And the thing with the Crackle Medium, you really need to make sure that it is 100%, well, not 100%, 95% dry when you put the top coat on. Okay. So I'm just going to spread this out over the whole thing. Where when I use school glue, I don't necessarily have to make sure that it's dry in order for it to crackle. But the Crackle Medium, you do need to let dry. And we're going to use the heat tool to do that. All right. I have a lot of different patriotic projects for you guys, and I'm really excited actually. The new summer collection just launched, and I should have mine. I'm hoping by Friday. I got a notification that it shipped yesterday, so it should be here by Friday. Crossing my fingers, and then we'll do a unboxing, which will be fun. I've got lots of projects ready for that as well. All right. That looks all covered. Set that aside. All right. Set that aside. All right. I'm going to grab my heat tool. Now, really quick, I don't have the heat on my heat tool. Hi, Miss Victoria. How are you feeling? How are you feeling? I don't have the heat on my heat tool. I have the coolness, and it's kind of like a dry. It like takes the moisture out of things to dry it instead of using heat. All right, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. So we're gonna take the white now. Sure, I have another paintbrush. So I need to get it. Oh, that's so awesome. Tell him thank you for his service. Our nephew, I was just talking, well, I posted on my niece's Facebook page. They're being reassigned. They were in El Paso. They just haven't, I'm so grateful. Thank goodness. They sold their house. They lived in El Paso and they were able to sell their home, beautiful home. They lived there for 4 years. He's in the Army and he's being reassigned to Arizona. He's now becoming a recruiter. He got injured, and so they reassigned him to be a recruiter in Arizona. So they're so much closer to home now. I'm super excited. Excited for us that we get to see them, love them. And they'll live closer to one of his brothers and our son. And uh, and his parents live here in California, so that'll be closer for them. All right. So I'm trying to, even though it's crackling, I'm trying to smooth. Okay. Do you see how fast that's crackling? Do you see how fast that's crackling? My dad served. Oh, I love, yeah. I actually have my dad's flag on the oldest daughter, and he wasn't married when he passed away. So I actually have my dad's flag in a case, and I actually want to get. I have some of his things, but I also have his Purple Heart. So I the boots with the flag, I really love that, and I want to make like a shadow box for that. And my father-in-law, he served in the Navy. My dad served in the Army. Oh, I think that's so awesome. You're looking for your glasses. I feel you, Victoria. I couldn't find my glasses this morning. Okay, do you see how awesome this crackle is? When you really make sure that that is dry, it really crackles. Do you see that? But for me, what I want, this is not the look that I wanted. It's too crackly, if that's even a thing. So I want to tone it down just a tiny bit. And I'm going to show you because I've done this before. I am using distilled water, guys, just so you know. But I do want to water that down just a little bit and then go over. You still get the effect and the look of the crackle. It's just not as prominent, especially where we are going to be using the transfer. Okay. You still get that look. Ooh, too much, too much. All right. And we definitely want this to be dry 100% before we start putting a transfer over it. It's really important because if it's not dry 100%, it will pull up, and I do not want that. There we go. That's so much better. Still very crackly. This is the long part, but I wanted to show you start to finish. I saw some of that paste kind of bubble up from the heat. I had it on cool, so all right, we're gonna put some holes. We're gonna put some holes at the top here because I am gonna hang this. We're gonna let this sit for a minute. We'll go on to something else before we come back to this. All right. So I've got my power punch. We're gonna punch holes in the top here. It's better if you turn it up like this and use it this way. It's really very easy. That didn't take me any effort at all to do that. Your brother has your dad's shadow box. I can't read that. I don't know why there's something in the way. My dad served in Vietnam and he was injured in Vietnam. Oh, see, it's really wet right there. All right, we're going to set this aside and we're going to tear some fabric. Let's do that. I want at least, excuse me. So I grabbed a lot of different fabric and we're just going to tear. I'm going to do, what is that, about an inch, inch and a half? Probably about more close, inch and a half. It doesn't have to be straight. Doesn't have to be perfect. I'm just gonna start. I love that sound. what do they call it? ASMR. I don't even know what that means. We'll do 2 of each for now. And I don't even know how long that is. That's just because it's the length. I'll wait. Okay. That really did not tear straight. I think that's okay because I'll start because see how it like thinned out as I went out. It's just because how the grain of the fabric, but this is all pretty even, so I'd probably start right there. I just get like fat quarters at Hobby Lobby or Michael's or wherever. Since Joann's is going out of business, I won't be getting my fat quarters there anymore. Makes me so sad. And if you're here, make sure you say hello. Today's word of the day, keyword is stars. And I just keep my fabric on these little fabric cards. Just keeps me organized. I'm not even a quilter, but I have organized fabric. That's pretty. Like I said, that's a fat quarter. All of these, all of the fabric that I have, except for the white, is all from fat quarters. Come on, you can do it. Yeah, that did not tear very well. Let's see if we can go the other way. Let's see if we can go the other way. Yeah, that's better. If your fabric doesn't tear properly one way, go the other way. Just means you're going against the grain. What wire is what wire is this? This is 25-pound galvanized steel wire. And that's what I'm going to put at the top. Yeah, that did not like it, how it was tearing it the first time. And Kurt just got back from the post office, so your order is on its way, Miss Victoria. We had several orders we had to get out today. Let's see. Nice. Whoops. My glue gun is like, hello, I'm right here. Mm, like this one. 'Cause I don't think it's going to be long enough this way. I don't have a stripe. Oh, I tore that the wrong way. Dang it. Well, shoot. That's okay. I'll put it in my bin. I can use it for a messy bow. All right. Dang, I hate when I do that. I don't like wasting. Like I can put that aside too. All right. Let's get our little surface out and see how much more we need before we cut anymore or tear anymore. Okay, so red, white. It's more red. Blue. Hot mess in here. I think I do need more white, maybe. White, red. Nope. White, blue, red. Maybe need to get another white, blue. Okay, one more white. Sorry, kind of talking to myself here. There you go. Okay, love you. What do you guys think about that? I'll use these for a bow at the top. Or do this. And then do that. And then do that. I think I like that. What do you guys think about that? That'll be fun. Okay. So, and the reason why I stopped because I didn't want to waste any more fabric. Now, I also have, I grabbed a thing of my lace. I think that's too off-white. I don't know. What do you guys think? Is it too off-white? Or should I add a lace in here? What are your thoughts? What wires off? And Victoria, I got it at Hobby Lobby, I believe. Now I can zhuzh it up. No lace. Okay, you got it. I'm gonna turn on my hot glue gun. 1, 2, 3. Keep these in order so I know. Okay, let me grab this now. And this one is called Patriotic Banners. And then I do want to do, still feels kind of wet to me. Let me try it one more time. I just don't want it to pull up. Okay. So I'm gonna grab my my wax. We're gonna wax this guy. And my wax rag. You know what I think I might do is when we go to add the streamers down at the bottom, I might kind of zhuzh up that white so it's not so white. Okay. Let me grab my. Oh goodness. Let's see. We are going to use the stars. I've got disco out, but you could use silver or gold, nominee, whatever color you want. You want to fuzz this really well. Stand up here so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, set that aside. Let's put that right smack dab in the center. That looks pretty good. All right, so we're going to do a couple of things here. That's Home. That was last month's color of the month. And I do have some of those available. I'm going to grab these colors right here. We're going to do some paste and peel. That's Cherry. Okay. Black. Okay. And we're going to finish up with Home. Now you could do whatever color you want on these guys. If you want all blue, do all blue. If you want to do all black, do all black. Okay, let's pull that up. That's pretty. That looks great. I'm going to set that on the backer sheet. I'm going to dry that real fast. Now we're going to pull out. This is one of those recipes that I feel like, when you make a recipe that uses every utensil and bowl in your kitchen. This seems so small, but because we're using so many colors, I feel like I've used paintbrushes and squeegees and multi-tools. Do you see that? Hi, Miss Mary Jo. How are you, my friend? Okay. So we're going to use disco for the stars because it looks almost pewter-like. I like that idea, more rustic. Okay. All right, we're going to grab a multi-tool. Okay, we're going to do the same thing up here. Okay, almost done. And again, I just want you guys to be prepared when you're using that crackle medium. Just be patient. Let it dry. You'll have a better result when it dries. Look at that. That's cool. I'm going to set this on the backer sheet. Okay. And you can use silver, nominee, whatever you want, whatever color you've got. Let me try this. Okay. That looks great. You guys look at that. That looks so cool. All right, I'm gonna grab my vintage photo inker. I'm gonna go around the edges to make it look even more distressed. You know how I love to look distressed. Not stressed, but distressed. That looks really good. Looks really good. Okay. So now I'm going to flip this over. Oh, and before I do anything else, I want to take whites. Okay, red, white. I just wanted to stress this a little bit more, kind of tea stain it. Okay. White, blue, red, white. Okay. And I'm just dragging my inker across. White, blue, red, white. Now, if you want, before you, I don't always do this to my white. So if you want to tea stain your fabric before, that's great. You can totally do that. And blue. Okay. All right. So let's lay this out again. Blue, white, red, blue, white, red, blue, white, red. Okay. So what I want to do is I'm going to take a bit of hot glue. It's a lot. Dang this thing. I am grabbing a multi-tool. I do not want to burn my fingers. Here. This thing, I swear. It's a love-hate relationship. It's gonna get me. See, that's how I burnt my hand before. Because it's not touching it; it's the drip. Oh no, I'm gonna say I don't not know what this. Sorry, I'm just talking out loud to myself. So I do kind of want to overlap them just a teeny bit at the top. Right. Trying to be ever so careful. Oh, sorry, careful. Okay, finish this off. All right, let that dry for just a second. Turn that over. Oh my gosh, you guys. It's like lighting. What do you think? Isn't that awesome? That looks so cool. And I just realized it's backwards. Blue, white, red, blue, white, red, blue, white, red. I don't even care. I don't even care. Look how awesome that looks. It does. I'm so excited. Okay, so I'm going to grab out some wire. Wire cutters. Oh, I didn't tell you guys what I did yesterday. So, my oldest son and his wife, they eloped in November because her grandpa was not well, and so we just did a small ceremony at the courthouse for them, and I just wrapped that around my multi-tool. Um, and so they were supposed to get married in June. That was the original plan over Father's Day weekend, and so we her grandpa ended up passing away a week actually after they got married. So we're grateful that he was able to be there with them, and she's the youngest of all of his grandchildren, and so he was so excited because he said, "I got to see all of my grandchildren married," which I think was just a huge goal of his. So I think that was just a blessing. And anyway, so we decided that we would do we would still do like a ring ceremony type of thing. I'm just going to twist this a little more. It's kind of pokey. We would still do a ring ceremony for them in June. And so we're having a ceremony here in June for them, which I'm really excited about. Yesterday, I did all the flowers, all the bouquets, all the boutonnieres, all the corsages, all the things. We're not doing real flowers because it is in the middle of summer and it's going to be a hot one. And just my experience with weddings over the years, flowers don't do well in the summertime from my own experience. All right, let me grab. You guys, this is looking so good. So good. Okay, let me grab some. So as soon as I can, I will let you guys see all the florals. I don't know if I'm supposed to show them yet or not. So I'm trying not to break confidence. All right. So I don't want to do like a messy bow, but I'm just kind of doing a thank you, Mary Jo. Thank you, Renee. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. So I'm just going to layer some stuff and then we'll trim it. I think I have any white. I guess it doesn't really matter. I have that little piece of white. I don't want this super long, so we're going to do like right there. Again, not trying to waste. Trim those. And I'm just going to tie it to the top here. Come on, you little thing. Wait. There we go. Double knot and a bow. I ordered my dress and I've been waiting for my dress to arrive. Can't wait for that. Okay, so where did the red go? That's helpful. I'm just going to put a little bit of glue right there because I tied it in the wrong place. But that's okay. We're going to make it work. Make it work. Hot glue fixes everything, guys. All right, I have these little rusty stars. I think the whole, I like the whole idea of putting it right there. So I think I'm going to stick that right there. But just be careful. When these rusty stars get hot glue behind it, they are on fire. So just be careful. Okay. There you go. Perfect. Yay. I'm going to flip you guys. Or yes, I'm totally careful. Hello. You guys, look how cute that is. And I'll set this on the wall and I'll trim these up because I don't want those that long. But if I can, I'll be able to save some of that for my scrap pile. What do you guys think? Cute. And if you guys are interested, just put stars in the comments. Let me turn that off. Stars in the comments, and I can get that info to you. Like I said, you could use the 4th of July Freedom or Stars and Stripes. I just think this is just the perfect thing for my decor. All right, you guys, thanks for being here on this terrific Tuesday. This has been Tarina with Create Retreat. That's me. I'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.